Here's a little advice from me. If you just want to have fun, I suggest you don't get any stronger. Having overwhelming strength is pretty boring, actually.
In this video, I'm going to be discussing the weakness of being unbeatable, as many of us want to become stronger and be the best at what we do. I feel like many of us look at Saitama and think, wouldn't it be cool to be him, to have his power, to have his strength, to be unbeatable? But what if I was to tell you, there's no joy in being unbeatable? And the real joy comes from working towards that level of success that Saitama has. It has taken me years to understand this myself, but I think I've come to a conclusion as to why this is. The short answer, the journey or the process should be what brings you the most amount of joy, not the destination. If you want to hear the long version, stay till the end because you won't want to miss any of this. Yes, we all want money, fame, and power, but are we willing to pay the price? Saitama did, and now he is more depressed than anyone.
I never feel as if my heart's really in it anymore.
He finds no joy in the battles as he once did, because everyone he fights, he kills with a single punch. His mind is no longer on the battle as it once was, because his life is never in danger. We don't get to see the smile that was once on his face when he was fighting. Now all we see is a soulless man with nothing to live for. This seems to happen to a lot of kids once they graduate from high school or college. They have no idea what they are going to do with their lives because once they graduate, they have no direction unless they're wanting to become a doctor or specialize in some field. Most schools don't teach kids how to prioritize their life once they graduate. I know I had no idea what I was going to do when I graduated from high school. I knew I was going to college to check the box, but I had no idea what I would do for a living after that. I figured it would all work itself out, and it has to a certain extent, but not to the extent that I wanted. That is why I have this channel. And if you guys aren't already subscribed, smash that subscribe button. I'm hoping to inspire someone to chase after a goal they want to obtain in their lifetime, because nobody is coming to help. It is all on us to figure it out. There will be people who will help us along, same as in Saitama's case, but in the end, we are in charge of our own lives. Since Saitama has reached God level status, he has nothing to look forward to each day. This makes him not want to get up, not want to leave his house, not want to help people as he once did, because he knows it'll be over in a single punch. He feels like more people would get more joy than he would defeating these monsters. This, however, is not a good outlook on life. This is the outlook of someone who has no reason to live, because why should they? They aren't working towards anything. They aren't trying to make themselves better. They aren't trying to improve the world by providing value. Instead, they are sitting in their room, wasting their days away. It's a sign of depression, and you should try and find a goal that can help you get out of that depression, either going to the gym, creating videos, or just going and talking to new strangers. Something I think Saitama should do to help himself get out of his depression is to stop looking at his gift as a curse and find a way to make good use of it. He can do anything he wants and never die. He can be any monster he could ever dream of, even if it's not as fun as it once was. This is the perfect time for him to start thinking bigger, to stop his self-groveling behavior, and to look at how he could change things for the better.
This is just me talking, but isn't having that much strength kind of awesome?
Maybe, but not having any room to learn and grow means there's no way for me to enjoy the process of learning and growing.
Nobody in the world can do what he can do, so you should use that instead of being sad about it. We all have this within ourselves. We can all work out like Saitama every day and get stronger. Not to his level, but still, you get the point. We can all shift our thinking from why me to why not me, or why am I depressed to what can I do to change my mind state. There are so many ways for us to stop feeling sad, angry, and depressed, because these feelings are only happening in our head. We have more control over these feelings in our head than we care to consider or admit. Look at Saitama at the end of season 2. He finally got his smile back thanks to the help of King. For so long, Saitama was going about his hero work all by himself. He didn't have friends, he didn't have people who he could talk to, but now he does. And look at how much his mood has changed from season 1 to season 2. He has a reason to live. He wants to protect the people he is around. He wants to be better for them. He stopped worrying about himself and how he is unbeatable. He did this because now he has a new focus, something that brings him joy. In the beginning, his training was all he had. I have a feeling he didn't have many friends at his corporate job. He didn't find meaning in the work he was doing, so he decided he wanted to become a hero. It was going to challenge him in ways he had never been challenged before. This was how it was for me, at least. I got into bodybuilding because it gave me something to do. It gave me a reason to leave my dorm instead of staying inside all day to watch anime like One Piece. And I have a video as to why it is not as good as it used to be right here, or binge watching Netflix and YouTube from sunrise to sunset. To make change or want to have change, we are going to be at our lowest point in life, and we have to start asking questions like, what can I do? What is important to me? Who can I help? How can I make sure others never feel the same way I once did? All these questions will lead us in a new direction and a new view of ourselves and the world. Saitama knows this. How? Well, look at him. He felt so down. He wasn't finding any joy in fighting anymore, so he accepted Genos' request to have him be his master, because Saitama thought this might give him some joy. It did for a bit, but not as much as he once had. Saitama still felt down and was having Genos do all of his errands for him, and Saitama was starting to feel a bit better and could help when he needed. It wasn't until Saitama met King that things really started to change for him and his mood. He had finally found someone who could beat him at something, and no matter how small of an act it was, it helped Saitama feel like he still had things to learn. When we feel like we have reached our goals, there will always be something new to come our way, a new challenge, a new friend, or a different direction. So don't ever give up. If you guys enjoyed this content, please leave a like and a comment with anything you are struggling with. We will have a discussion. I hope you guys like this content, and thank you so much for 79 subscribers. It means the world to me. Thanks. Bye.